The artwork for Anime Podcasters is provided by GoProkyo. Please go follow him at GoProkyo. Hi guys, and welcome to episode 16 of Anime Podcasters. We got a special guest today. We got Caution Ginger for Dreamer Studios. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, it's been a while. It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing okay? Very good. I'm doing very good.
Taking a break from music?
Yeah, I guess. Gotta take a break from music and do some anime podcasting because it's a series on this channel.
I'm not replacing your co-star here, am I?
You're just a special guest for the one episode. But you can come back anytime you want. You're very welcomed here.
Your door is open.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Let me get up and go. I'll go close it 1 sec.
Wait, hold up. Wait, what?
No, just kidding.
Like, wait, no, it was a joke.
I can't podcast this alone.
Next time I'm just... Well, hi, guys.
Okay, for the people who don't know who you are, please introduce yourself.
I'm Caution Ginger of Dreamer Studios. I'm also the player of Quarantine Zone. I'm basically just your average Let's Player, and I'm also the lead singer for our new project, Dreamcasters, that's coming out, that Jaden actually helps me with. We
have one song out for that.
Yeah, we have my cover out.
What song did you cover for that project?
I covered I Stand Alone from Quest for Camelot.
It's such a good song.
You really loved working on it. You gave me so many compliments.
No, you have an amazing voice.
Yeah.
Fun fact, last time we had you on the podcast, it was episode 6 and we were doing anime villains. Other fun fact, we're flipping it around this time. We're doing anime heroes. Caution Ginger and I both have made a list of 5 anime heroes, and we're going to be listing them off and talking about them one at a time. It's going to be an awesome podcast. Are you stoked?
I'm stoked. I mean, we can't really hear if they're stoked or not, but I imagine they're stoked.
I'm sure they're stoked. They're stoked.
They're stoked?
All right.
Make sure you're stoked on plenty of Mountain Dew and Doritos while listening to this, guys.
Yeah, make sure you only listen to this if you have Mountain Dew and Doritos.
If you don't, then just leave.
Yeah.
We don't want you here.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Do you want to kick it off or do you want me to kick it off?
How about you kick it off?
I will kick it off. Okay. My first hero. Okay, if we're going to do a podcast on anime heroes, this guy cannot miss the list. He has to be on the list.
I think I know who it is, but go ahead.
Do you want? Honestly, give me the guess. I'll tell you if we're right.
Goku.
No, I was gonna say I wasn't gonna say Goku. The first person I was gonna say is Saitama from One Punch Man.
Yeah, I would have never guessed.
Oh, okay. Okay, here's how One Punch Man goes. He literally can destroy anyone in a single punch. Okay? In the entire anime, he basically defeats all of his enemies with one punch. This is the thing. He lives in a world where he's bored. He's super bored because there's no action whatsoever. Imagine if you could defeat all your enemies in a single punch. He joins the Hero Association, and he tries to become a stronger ranked hero, and he saves the world one villain at a time. And Saitama is a really cool hero because of that, because of how bored he is. And I just love his powers. One thing about anime, you know, when you watch an anime episode, you always have those long dialogues that are super boring, right?
Right.
Okay, well, whenever there's a super long, boring dialogue, Saitama will just interrupt the person and be like, "Oh my god, just get to the freaking point. This is boring me."
I'm actually gonna tell you something frankly here. I've never seen One Punch Man.
Well, have you heard anything about it?
I have heard about it. I just haven't watched it.
What were your impressions on what you've seen, like, and what you've gathered about Saitama?
From what I've heard, he just seems to be, like, more the comically acclaimed hero rather than, like, the absolute badass, like, I'll destroy everything kind of thing. Like, okay, so just tell me yes or no. Does he love to fight, or does he just want to challenge?
I honestly, I would say both. He loves to fight for sure. He's a hero. That's what he does for his livelihood, and he's always looking for a challenge for something. He's always looking for a challenge as well. That's like the entire anime. He's always trying to find someone who can actually, like, give him a challenge, and he, spoiler alert, never does.
Oh, and I'm not sure if this is a sneak or whatever, or maybe spoiler if you guys haven't seen the second Superman vs. Goku death battle, but Saitama is actually in it.
Really? I missed him. Where was he?
Yeah, Saitama's at the very end. He comes in between Goku and Superman.
Oh, right on, right on. Another thing that's really cool about Saitama is how he's, like, just basically, like, comic relief in the sense that, like, he's just a joke hero. What's really hilarious about him is like they literally like you know how like heroes across not only in anime but just all over the place are just so overpowered. Well, the Saitama kind of represents and makes a joke out of that. He's so overpowered he can defeat anything in a single punch.
At least he's not like one blink man, like just looks in the direction of him, then blink, explodes.
You know what? That's probably gonna be a thing now.
We should make him. He rivals
one blink.
He
man.
rivals Saitama.
He really does. All right, that was my first character. Any other thoughts on Saitama?
Just because I don't know enough about him to really give anything in depth, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say pass on Saitama. I mean, I can definitely see why he's on your list, though.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like he needs to be. That's for that one commenter who's gonna be like, "Yeah, how could you not put Saitama? I did this for you." All right, your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna mostly avoid like the most talked about anime heroes if I can help it. Like I'm gonna avoid talking about Goku or Naruto or the like really.
Stop spoiling my list. You just named two of my characters. No, okay.
But you know what I'm trying to go off of here, right?
No, for sure. I totally get it.
So in that case, my first hero is actually from. Actually, I'm not going to say what he's from, or they're from, rather, because they work as a team. Black Star and Tsubaki.
From Soul Eater.
Yeah, from Soul Eater. Oh, come on, you ruined the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. The podcasting chemistry is just ruined.
Okay, but Black Star and Tsubaki, if you guys don't know them, I'm just going to give a little snippet here. They're basically, yeah. Black Star and Tsubaki are students in a Death Eater Academy. Death Meister Academy, not Death Eater Academy. Death Meister Academy, who reaps the souls of those who are corrupt, and Tsubaki is his weapon, whereas Black Star is actually the assassin or ninja that uses her. Just the, okay, now this is why I said Black Star instead of a character that really represents him like Naruto. Black Star relies on the power with his friend, on the bond that he has with Tsubaki in order to actually accomplish what he's trying to do. Whereas Naruto could just go like, yeah, I'll just charge up a little bit more.
Right.
But with Tsubaki and Black Star can fight without Tsubaki, but when he does, he's very, very, very rarely going to win. But just... I like heroes that have to work as a team more than I like the solo hero kind of aspect.
Right.
So with them having to do that, it just speaks to me on a really big level, especially with a hot-headed, arrogant, bullheaded idiot like Black Star with a compassionate...
Oh my god.
What's up?
I hate Black Star. I can't stand him. I know. I honestly like. I feel like he doesn't deserve Tsubaki. This guy is such a hothead. It's just so arrogant and thinks he's all about it. Like I've watched a couple of episodes of Soul Eater. I can't stand Black Star. Black Star, get off my screen. I hate you so much. I swear. Like he's trying to do a sneak attack in one of the first few episodes, and he yells out "Yahoo!" Like don't yell out "Yahoo!" You idiot. You're gonna get spotted. And then like Tsubaki saves Black Star a bunch of times. You see, I'm saying this off of the first few episodes of Soul Eater. I'm currently watching it right now. But I swear to God, I usually don't hate characters, but like Black Star, I hate Black Star. Get off my screen.
Okay, seriously though, do you actually hate him? Be real.
I promise you, I'm being 100% serious right now. Okay, Black Star is just I hate him.
Why you gotta be hating on my list, bruh?
I'm hating on your one character that you. No.
Yeah, that's a 100% hate of my list so far, bro. Why? Why you gotta do this?
How? Okay, well, argue with me on this one. I'm sorry, but Black Star doesn't deserve Tsubaki of what I can tell. Can we agree on that?
Okay, yeah, that we can agree on. That we can totally agree on.
Okay, Tsubaki is actually
does Naruto
really
deserve
useful.
Hinata?
Yes.
How?
Okay. Hinata has always been there for Naruto, okay?
As
and
Tsubaki
Naruto
has always been there for Black Star.
Yeah, but Black Star does not give a... You know what about Tsubaki, I feel like?
What? He totally does.
No. I think he takes her for granted.
How far into this are you? How far
Only
into
a
the
few.
series?
Only a few episodes. Only a few episodes.
Have you gotten to the sword yet?
I have not.
Get there. You'll find out.
Well, you know what? Pre-sword, okay? He doesn't deserve her.
Just get to the sword and then get back to me on this.
I probably he does. You agree with me that he doesn't deserve her?
No, you're right. I totally do. But to a very
And Naruto and Hinata deserve each other.
But to a very much less degree. I see why they can't be without each other. That doesn't mean that Black Star deserves Tsubaki. Or that Tsubaki deserves the burden of Black Star.
Just Black Star, just.
Okay, let's get off
One
of
way to
characters.
trigger me.
Let's get off of characters that we hate, or you hate rather. I love Black Star, and get on to your next one that you love.
How can you love Black Star?
You're still on this.
Okay. Is that well? I don't know if I you finished your idea there. Was there anything you wanted to say about Black Star?
Oh no, this is all I needed. This is all I needed for Black Star.
Okay, so I guess Black Star and Tsubaki count as your first, right?
Yeah, Black Star and Tsubaki are my first.
Okay, yeah, because they're already duo. I guess, okay, duos will count as one.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
We probably should have made this rule before this.
Well, we're making it now.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Also, if you have Black Star on your team, you automatically lose.
What if I have, like, everybody else?
We'll see. We'll get there eventually.
All right, let's go.
Okay, my next pick is from Mob Psycho 100. I'm picking Mob. Have you watched Mob Psycho 100?
I haven't even heard of it.
You haven't heard of Mob Psycho 100?
Uh-uh.
Okay, Mob Psycho 100 was made by the same person who made One Punch Man. Okay, so basically, Mob is a psychic, okay?
Okay.
And he's super mega talented. He's just this little kid, little black-haired, short kid, right? He kind of looks like Rock Lee a little bit.
Okay.
But he has this thing where the show's called Mob Psycho 100, right?
Right.
And Mob is a very relaxed, calm, and he really doesn't have any emotions. Just very bland, like very just, hi, my name's Mob. How are you? That's Mob.
Okay. So Mob's just like a very, very downplayed kind of hero character.
Right, and he meets up with this other character. The name's not coming to me right now. Sorry, but anyways, this guy runs this exorcism company, right? And basically, he makes Mob think that he's like really good at psychic stuff, and he recruits Mob and basically pays Mob very little amounts of money to do very big tasks where he exercises spirits and all this stuff. He's basically using Mob is what's happening in this situation.
Gotcha.
Mob's a very nice kid, very good-hearted person, and he's always very calm and everything. But whenever he there's like a meter in every episode, and it always goes from 0 to 100. And whenever he hits 100, like all of his emotions explode, and this guy goes on a crazy rampage. And you do not want to be in the vicinity when this happens.
Oh wait, he's one of those characters. One of the characters where everything bottles up until it goes into a blind rage.
This guy represents that. I feel like this guy is like the epitome of that.
I honestly love that kind of setup for a character.
Mob is always taught that you don't use psychic powers against humans or to kill or to hurt people, right? And this like whole message that he gets taught, it plays out through the entire anime where he's in this struggle where like one situation he wants to save his brother, but he doesn't want to hurt the person who's got his brother because you don't hurt human beings, right? So he has this like complexity to him. He's a very good-hearted and kind person, and I absolutely love Mob for those reasons. And Mob Psycho 100 is absolutely a great anime. You guys need to watch it. It has some of the best animation I've seen in any anime ever. Like this thing is like a multicolored rainbow of magic. Like it's just beautifully animated.
All right, I'm going to actually have to check that out. What's the name of it again?
Mob Psycho 100.
Mob Psycho 100?
Mob's real name for the people is Shigeo Kageyama is his real name in the anime.
I am just going to call him Mob.
Yeah, just call him Mob. The guy that runs the exorcism company is Arataka Reagan. And these two I'm only picking Mob, but like he's very important because like the two main characters are him and Mob.
Okay, I got you.
And that he picks up Mob as a very young kid and everything, and that's where it all begins. It's a really good anime, and Mob has some of the coolest attacks and powers and psychics and just psychic abilities I've ever seen in anime. So he's definitely gonna be on my team for sure.
From what I heard, it sounds like he's like a little kid version of Wolverine. where like everything just bottles up in until he goes into a feral rage kind of deal.
Right. I see that, but I wouldn't make him as aggressive as Wolverine, like, because Wolverine is like he's always kind of in a bad mood. You know what I mean?
Wolverine is literally a manufactured weapon after getting everything done to him.
Right. Mob, I guess he gets used as a weapon a little bit by Arataka. Obviously, like he uses him to like exercise and everything. So there are some similarities between Wolverine and Mob. I'll give you that.
I can see where that comes from.
But Black Star, no, I'm kidding.
Part of me feels like we're gonna go back to the conversation before this ends.
Go ahead.
My hero is actually Mocha from Rosario Vampire. Is a rank double S vampire, which again is the almost most powerful monster that you can possibly be, and everyone is scared of her. Everyone's afraid of her. But she can't go vampire mode unless her rosary on her chest is taken off, and the hero guy's the only one who can.
Well, okay. So that's her weakness.
Yeah, her weakness is she can't go vampire unless he's there to take it off. Otherwise, she's basically just your ordinary student. I mean, she still has very limited vampire access when her rosary's on. Like, she can still suck blood. She still has a little bit of super strength, that kind of thing. But she is nowhere near as formidable as she is when she's full-on vampire.
What makes her a good hero in your opinion? Like, what's that quality? Okay. What's your pitch here?
Okay, you know how with our other heroes, I've been nitpicking like the one thing that makes them special hero to me.
Right.
With Mocha, what it is she literally sacrifices everything to protect everything she loves. So it's like the physical embodiment of something that makes somebody a hero to me.
So spiritually, she's more of a hero.
Spiritually, she's more of a hero, yeah. But when it comes to physically and fights and her overall scale, I understand. Not exactly. But when it comes to like her morals and what she actually does, then that's what makes me see her as a hero. Plus, there's something else about her that really rings hero to me, or this is just ring badass. So I'm the kind of guy that loves when somebody transforms, their attitude and everything about them just transforms along with them. And Mocha is one of them. When she's not in Vampire, she's like this overly shy kind of schoolgirl character who's just always clinging around to this one human that's always around her.
Right.
But when she goes Vampire, she's a fucking beast. Like, she will obliterate everything in the blink of an eye if she has the chance.
In that way, she sounds like a good hero. But what I was gonna say, like, what I find interesting about this pick is that usually vampires in anime, at least the animes and the media I've seen, like vampires are more portrayed as villains.
Usually, yeah. But when it comes to Mocha, she's the overall hero of her series.
Right. It's actually really interesting. Is there other vampires that help her out? Like, does she have sidekicks and everything, or is she's a solo?
She does have sidekicks because, admittedly, Rosario tends to be a little bit more of the harem kind of anime. But they aren't exactly sidekicks as much as they are like rivals in love for this one human. I mean, they help her fight. They do fight each other, actually, and everything else. But when it comes to actually being the overall protagonist and hero, it's all Mocha.
Well, okay. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to watch this anime now. She sounds interesting.
I love Rosario, but I still haven't finished.
How many episodes?
I think it's like 13 episodes.
Sounds like a quick watch.
It's one of the smaller animes.
Nice.
It might be 20. It might be 26. Actually, I'm not sure.
Okay. Wow, that sounds really cool. Anything else you want to add on her, or can I go to my next pick?
You can go to your next pick, and I'm just gonna say this: unless you use this character now, you might be surprised by my next one.
I'm probably not gonna use that one character now because the next thing I'm picking is a duel.
Yeah, you're not gonna use it.
Okay. So get this, caution. I am using terrorists as my next heroes.
I'm sorry, I thought we were picking the good guys here.
They are. Here's the thing. A hero is hard to... It can be multiple things, right? Some people could consider Light Yagami from Death Note as a hero because he's recreating a new world and he's getting rid of evil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these guys, they're heroes in my mind. Not because I know, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not promoting terrorism or anything when I say this, but the story here is so beautiful. I'm picking Spinks from Terror in Residence, otherwise known as Zankyou no Terror. Basically, Spinks is two boys called, they don't even have names, they literally have numbers. It's 9 and 12. 9 and 12.
I have never heard of any of this.
This is, I rewatched this anime. It's a beautiful story. It's literally only 11 episodes, and it's a beautiful, beautiful story. And I'm gonna give you like the idea here about it. Okay, 9 and 12 were part of a project called the Athena Plan, right? This is what they do. They're little kids, like 4 or 5 years old. They get experimented on. They get drugged. They get like they're part in this like in this really weird institution, and finally they manage to break away from this institution, right? Right. And they've suffered atrocities in this institution, and they want the world to know about this. So what they do, right, is they break free. Okay, they trip the security system, and they manage to break away and get free. And they want people to know about what happened to them. So what they do is that they target specific locations in the in Tokyo, in Japan, right? And they blow up buildings. They blow up. They do these very, very elaborate terrorist attacks where they always manage to, nobody ever gets killed in these terrorist attacks. And they really, like, they blew up huge buildings. It's crazy. Like, for example, one of the attacks what they did is that they triggered the fire alarm. And during the fire alarm, there was a power outage and everything. And so people had to evacuate the building, and all the camera feeds were wiped. So they placed their bombs in the building, and everyone left the building, right? There was no one in the building, and then they blew the building up.
After they evacuated the building?
Exactly. And they planned it so it went like that. And basically each person, each building they blow up is linked to a person, right? And each person was a person that supported the Athena Plan, okay? So their way of people figuring out what the Athena Plan is about is by doing terrorist attacks on different building locations that have to do with people who invested in the Athena Plan. So it's a very elaborate, very smart thing that they do, and they get justice in the end because of what they do, right? They succeed in their mission. I'm not gonna spoil everything here. I'm giving you like this is
like the snippet, like what you need to know.
Yeah. These guys are absolutely elaborate. 12 is very, very meticulous in the way that he handles bombing, and 9 is like this hacker expert guy, and together they work so well together. It's absolutely insane. These guys are heroes in the sense that they stand up for what they believe in, and they really go about their mission and their plan in a crazy way. And it's really a good anime. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me on this one and say that terrorists can never be heroes and will never be heroes. But I truly believe that there is something heroic about this anime.
All right, I might have to check that one out too.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on like what I've described?
When it comes to teamwork heroship, that's one of my kryptonites, because when it comes to teamwork, I'm pretty much all for it. It's very surprising that you'd pick terrorists though, of all teammates, in order to actually be the heroes for your anime.
Right. I mean, they are considered to be villains in this situation, and it's hard to put them in the light of heroes. But I've seen this anime, and I maybe, you know what, maybe I'm very biased here, and I'm flipping maybe I just want to mention them, and I'm flipping the villain switch to hero on this one. And people are allowed to disagree with me on this one. But do you think terrorists could be considered heroes in a sense? These terrorists?
The ones that you just described?
Yeah.
When it comes to them, I honestly think I can back you up. Just because if they really were just flat out terrorists, for example, would they really evacuate the building before bringing it down?
Right.
I mean, heroes to me are ones that see other people's lives more precious than their own. To an understandable extent, of course. But it's just that when people sacrifice something from theirs in order to actually bring something from the greater good, that makes a hero.
And I think they did it for the greatest good in this situation, because they helped thousands of people, and they really got the Athena Plan like figured out and everything. And it really comes in the end. In the end of the anime, like they succeed in their mission, in a sense.
In a sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil all of it.
I'm not gonna say, wait, how in a sense? I mean, I'm curious, but that's what makes me want to watch it in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, right? I'll spoil it for you if you want to. It's up to you.
No, because I'm not the only one that's gonna be listening to this.
True. So yeah, 9 and 12 are my picks for my third hero spot. Spot. Ugh. All right. And I'm never picking Black Star ever. I wish Black Star was in the buildings when they blew up.
He says, I will convert you someday.
You'll never. You know how the way I feel about Black Star is the way you feel about Armin.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm never gonna convert you. It's a false cause at this point.
Quick break here. Why do you hate Armin so much from Attack on Titan?
He's just a whiny little bit.
Why? Why do you say that?
Like, so at first I said it just because of the game. Because in the game, when you play as Armin, he is one of the weakest characters that you can ever play as. It takes him forever to upgrade, and he is good at giving leadership. Like, if you command other scouts along with you, he's totally phenomenal at that. That he can do no problem. But when he's the one doing the fighting, that's what ticks me off.
Fair enough. Your next pick, Caution Ginger.
Okay. Now, I just want to remind you, this is me who's saying it, okay?
Okay.
So, I don't know if we talked about this guy in another episode I've been in, or that we've only talked to him in our private time.
Just do it. Go ahead. Just break it. Break it to me. 3, 2, 1.
L from Death Note.
Oh, no. I was going to pick him. I quit the podcast.
I knew that was going to happen too. Before, when we were talking about what happens if we pick.
I wanted to pick him so bad. Oh, that's such a good pick. Why did I not pick him?
That's why I said you better pick him now. Otherwise, I'm going to totally wreck your shit.
And it's destroyed. We're done here. We're done. I can't beat Al. I got terrorists and a guy who can one-punch people, but I can't beat Al. It's Al.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, I have Black Star.
No, but like Al is perfect. Okay, go ahead.
If he means that much to you, why don't you help me out on this one?
No, but you start. It's your character, man.
All right, fine. All right, so with L being like I'm just going to assume all of you guys know who L is because Jaden talks
from
about
Death
Note a lot.
Yeah. Okay, if you don't know Death Note, amazing anime. L, amazing character from said amazing anime.
All right, fair enough. Now, before I actually get into L, this is why I said this is me who's saying it. I'm one of the guys who cannot get into Death Note. I can't sit down and watch it. I can't even watch it episode by episode. I just can't sit down and get into it. It's just not my thing. But when L is there, L is just this he's not over the top. Sorry. He's just a flat-out badass. He is everything that makes a hero, especially when he's one that has to act like a detective and do everything a little bit secretly and with his own mischievous ways that he doesn't exactly let everybody know what's going on. Like, he is the actual embodiment of actually being a good detective. I mean, hell, there's one scene where he and Light are taking a test, and in suspicion that he's actually Light, that he's actually, the one writing in the Death Note and killing people, he flat out tells him, I'm the guy looking for you. I'm L.
Yeah. That was a brilliant strategy because Light doesn't necessarily know if that guy's L. So if Light gets the Shinigami eyes and writes down that guy's name in his Death Note and it's not L, then the real L knows that Light is Kira. So L is just so intricately brilliant. He's like super secretive. In the beginning of the anime, what I love the most about L is how L doesn't even show up to talk to people. L literally has an assistant, Watari, to communicate with the world. L shows up on the screen and he speaks, and he even has a voice camouflaging effect, and it's absolutely ingenious, the back and forth he has with Light Yagami. It's beautiful.
I had a feeling that you totally flipped when I said L.
Oh my god, it's such a good pick.
So, even though I have Black Star, do I win?
You win. You already won. I can't beat L. It's L.
You have Black Star, you lose. Oh crap, you have L.
You win. There's so much we can say about L. There's so much we can say.
L should actually have an episode all on his own.
We should have an L podcast. Just talk about
L. Yeah, let's
Oh my
actually
God.
see how that goes. I'm curious how that would go.
That would be an interesting podcast for sure. What I really enjoy the most about L though is how he's super socially awkward and how like that like whole element of like him and Light and like L knows it's Light. Like he knows Kira is Light. It can only be Light. Like L has literally solved every single case he's been on, and if L says Light is Kira, Light, you're Kira. Like not even if you're not Kira and you didn't know about it, you're still Kira.
You're
buddy.
Kira
Like,
now.
like you're Kira now. Like L is brilliant, and I just love love his character so much.
It's basically like, what's your name? Light? You're Kira now.
Yeah, basically.
All right, so I know this is top 5 anime heroes. So we're talking about what we love about these heroes. But do me a favor real quick.
What's up?
What is something you don't like about L?
Something I don't like about L?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is one thing. Okay, this is gonna be spoilers about Death Note. So 3, 2, 1, spoilers about Death Note. When Light forfeits ownership of the Death Note, right? He loses his memories about the Death Note. That's what happens, right? He's like, Rem, take the Death Note, give it to someone with high class and high power, and you'll. I guarantee you that Misa will not get imprisoned because Misa was the second Kira at that point in time. And that means like Light forgets that he's ever been Kira, and that was part of his entire plan the whole time, right? And when that happens, basically, I was like, okay. He starts to put together like maybe I'm wrong, maybe Light isn't Kira, like, and that completely demotivates L. Like L's passion about like finding Kira, it crumbles down his world a little bit, and he has to reset completely. And there's like a couple of episodes where he's really demotivated. He's just like around, like just eating cake, like I don't know what to do about this case anymore. And I was like, L, you're L, you can figure it out, like. Just do it. Just use your brain.
L is just like in a massive depression at that point.
Basically, he was like, I don't know about this anymore. And I was like, you just had it. You had it. You were so close. But Light is slightly smarter than L. I'm sorry for the people who are like, no, L's smarter than Light. It's proven in the manga stats. Light's intelligence is a 9 out of 10, and L's is 8 out of 10.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
that's actually really surprising to me.
Yeah. I know a lot of people think like L's the smartest one. Light outsmarts L a lot, and L also outsmarts Light, but I say Light has an upper hand on L. So yeah, great pick, bro. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. Can we just like rewind those last 5 minutes and just
Again, I just had that feeling that you'd go totally ballistic for me choosing L.
So you're just like, you're not even choosing him because you just like him, like you just chose him just to like trigger me.
I will say I did not pick him just to trigger you. I don't like Death Note. It just takes me forever to get into, but I love L.
Fair enough.
I mean that makes sense, right?
It does. All right, my next pick. I am picking this character because he's like the embodiment of what a hero is.
Why do I have a feeling this is a character that you're picking that will only trigger me?
I don't know. I don't know if you watch this anime. It's from My Hero Academia.
Oh, no. But I did just watch a preview for it at work, surprisingly.
Did you like the preview?
It seemed interesting. It seemed like it was something that I'd actually get into.
Season 2 is going down right now, and it's fire. It's straight up fire. It's amazing. It's like a whole tournament thing. It's beautiful. I mean, it's almost like an X-Men sort of anime. If you like Marvel, you know what? Watch My Hero Academia before any other suggestion ever.
All right, I'll check it out.
I'm picking Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia. This guy is the main character of My Hero Academia. This is what goes down in My Hero Academia. 80% of the world, homie, has powers. Like, you're a weirdo if you don't have powers. There's this school called UA. And UA is like where all like the most talented heroes go. And then they get recruited and then you can be a hero like for a living. And this is like Midoriya's like ultimate dream. The guy could die for this. And there's this other hero, like the best hero in the show, basically. It's called All Might. This guy has the power called One for All. And All Might, it's basically like an amazing power. Like you just, like super strength, super speed. Like he's basically like Superman in a sense. Like he's obviously not as strong, but like he's like very powerful in My Hero Academia. And Izuku doesn't have any powers, unfortunately. And he's like crying about this and he's so depressed about this. One day he comes in contact with All Might, and All Might gives him some of his power, because All Might's power doesn't last for a person forever. It's degenerative. So eventually All Might will never have his power again. So he needs someone to succeed and be his successor. And he chooses Izuku Midoriya because Izuku does some really amazing stuff that All Might gets to witness. And Izuku trains very hard to go into the UA school. And he's always very hardworking, and he wants to succeed, and he puts everything he's got into everything. And he has this motivation and this power that I've never seen in a hero before. And he's truly heroic. Like, this is like, if you're a comic book fan, like, you love Izuku Midoriya because he represents hard work, passion, and never giving up.
So he's Naruto.
He's better than Naruto.
All right, I'm gonna take your word for it. Actually, on that.
Any thoughts on that? Like My Hero Academia.
Again, like a lot of the anime that you've been, or like a lot of the heroes that you've been talking about, it actually does sound like something that I'd actually really get into.
Right.
I mean, it's superheroes and anime. Superheroes running my blood. In anime, I'm getting into more. So I mean, it just seems like, how haven't I watched this yet?
Right. And like, people are probably gonna question, like, why didn't you pick All Might? Because All Might really is the best hero in the series, kind of thing. Izuku is his successor and has to work harder than All Might. I feel like All Might's time. We never saw All Might like working hard for it.
It would essentially be the same thing as like picking, say, Superman instead of like Flash.
Yeah,
like
I guess.
Someone who actually has to work instead of something that already has everything given to him.
But like, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure like this One for All power is like it's like it goes from generation to generation. Like, it goes from one person to another to another to another.
All right, I gotcha.
And like in the second season of My Hero Academia, people are starting to catch on. They're like, "Yo, Izuku, your power is very similar to All Might." Like, I don't know. And then literally, like in the latest episode was released, like some guy just goes up to him and he's like, "Izuku, I figured out your secret." And he's like, "Oh no!" He knows that I have All Might's power. And then he goes, "Are you All Might's love child?"
Oh Jesus! It's like,
and he's like, and he has some of the best facial expressions too. He's like, "Oh." Oh my god! I was so worried. Like, oh, it's great. It's great. He really
it would be awesome.
cares.
It would be awesome if you just looked at him like with a shocked face and went, "Yes,
yes, that is who I am."
You have a problem with my existing. Take it up with my love donor.
Exactly.
And then just like flip his hair and then just walk the other way. Don't even say anything. Just leave.
So Izuku Midoriya is my fourth pick.
All right.
Unless you want to add anything, your turn, buddy.
To him, I got nothing, so I'll go ahead with my next one. This is another one. This is like the one breaking rule that I had about talking about bigger names.
Oh wow, you're breaking a rule on the podcast. Wow. You feel good about yourself now?
It was the one rule I gave myself at the beginning of this,
you're doing
and now
this
I'm
to
breaking
me.
it. And it's not even on the final character.
All right. Just say Goku already.
It's not Goku.
I'm gonna say it's Naruto.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Natsu Dragneel.
Oh, from Fairy Tail.
Yep.
Did you just see the death battle of him versus Ace from One Piece?
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't had the chance to watch it yet.
You gotta watch it. It's good.
I know. I'm probably going to after we finish this podcast.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
We could just like do a live reaction on podcast. No, I'm kidding. I don't do reaction videos.
Aw, poo. Anyway, if you guys don't know, Natsu's a fire mage from the guild Fairy Tail. Basically, you're like accepting quests and taking requests and doing the quests in order to actually get gems and everything else. It's basically like the guild, how a guild would work in a game for wizards. But it goes so much deeper than that. I'm just not going to go any deeper than that talking about it. I'm just going to talk about
He was
Natsu.
raised by dragons.
I mean, if that doesn't tell you how much of a badass he is, what does?
He was raised by dragons. Dragons!
He can breathe fire like a dragon.
It's almost like if he was actually raised by dragons. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It's as if he was conceived by dragons.
Oh, is it a boy? No, it's a human.
Wait, what? You cheating bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm not going to go into details how that would work, but with Natsu, with him acting like a hero, he is the underdog. Like, and how in a lot of animes, the underdog tends to be the overall hero. With Natsu, it's literally him giving all for his family, for Fairy Tail. He never goes in, if anyone even mentions the name Fairy Tail in a bad way, and Natsu's around, he will literally throw himself at you and have every single ounce of magical energy that he has thrown at you just to make you say, I'm sorry. Like, family to him is everything, and protecting your family would probably be the #1 call of a hero to actually do.
Right. No, that sounds really cool. When I understood that this guy is obviously like fire is his go-to weaponry and attacks and everything, but he can also do lightning. How does that happen?
He does lightning? I'm not even at that part yet. There's
really?
There's another Dragon Slayer mage that uses lightning, but I haven't seen Natsu use it.
Well, I mean, in the death battle, it was explained that he can use lightning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen how that happens.
Oh, did I just spoil it for you?
No, I mean, all you basically told me was that Natsu uses lightning. That's basically saying the same thing as Uncle Iroh from Avatar uses lightning bending.
Oh, you spoiled Avatar for me!
Well, you snooze, you lose.
But, like, I don't want to make, like, a pun here, but, like, he is a hothead, right?
He is a total hothead. He is a total hard-headed hothead character.
And how do you feel like hotheads resonates in the whole hero concept? It's like being a hothead like a must for a hero, or does it take away from being a hero?
To me, it takes away from being a hero, basically, because to me, a hero needs to be calm, collected, and always thinking about the greater good. If you're hot-headed, you have more to you as a character, but not to you more as a hero.
Right, I see what you mean, but I feel like the thing with heroes is like people like it's that one word that like people can interpret it a million different ways, right?
Right.
And like some people could argue,
like some people say like my dad's my hero, or David Hasselhoff is my hero, or like President Obama was my hero, or something like that.
Right. Exactly. That's the perfect way to put it. I feel like because the word can be interpreted in so many different ways that people could like look at the quality of being a hothead like as a good thing as well, because being a hothead means that you like take, I wouldn't say like initiative, but like you jump into action and you're fearless, right? And like a hero needs to be fearless.
Yeah, but if you go into hot-headed and you'll end up ultimately sacrificing more than you end up trying to save. If you go in too hot-headedly. I'm not saying being hot-headed is a bad thing for a character, or hell, even for a hero. But to do everything hot-headedly, then it might get a little bit reckless.
Right. But at the same time, being cool, calm, collected, calculated, like maybe someone who's like that can like look at a situation and be like, listen, there is absolutely no way this is going to work out. I'm not going to go there and try to save it and just not even take the chance, right? A hothead would even like would just go for it. A
hothead wouldn't even care like about the odds. Like
exactly.
All the odds are against you. Yeah, I know. And he just goes anyway. It's like Han. It's like Han Solo from Star Wars. Like when he's going into the asteroids and 3PO tells him the odds.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. I remember that, yeah.
Okay, I'm like, please tell me you know what I mean.
No
if
worries.
not, this friendship is in serious trouble.
No, Black Star's in trouble.
But I mean, okay, take this for example. So Natsu's one of the hothead characters, right? That's also the hero.
Right.
So I mean, we have Natsu, we have Luffy, we have Naruto, we have Black Star.
Ah!
We have a bunch of characters that are hot-headed, but they're also some of the greatest heroes in anime history.
Did you just use Black Star and greatest hero in anime history in the same sentence?
Are you triggered yet?
You don't know what you just did. You don't know what you just did.
You got it? Do you got anything else on Natsu?
Yeah, I want to ask, what's your favorite Natsu attack? You can't so many cool ones.
My favorite Natsu attack?
Yeah.
Fire Dragon Iron Claw. His fire punch.
Okay, that sounds like a really cool attack. How does that one go again? Just a regular fire punch?
No, he basically charges up like a whole lot of energy into his arm, and then when he goes Fire Dragon Iron Talon or something, it's Fire Dragon Iron something, but it basically looks almost exactly like Goku's Dragon Fist attack, but just with a fireball and goes straight into your enemy.
I'm seeing this one attack right now on the Fairy Tail Wiki. It looks really cool. Dragon God's Brilliant Flame. It's like black flames and like red flames. It looks really nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you know about that attack?
I actually don't yet. I've only been able to watch what's on Netflix, and what's on Netflix, I don't think he's used that attack yet.
Oh man, you know what? Another cool thing about a hero, I think in anime, this is specific to anime, okay? Because I'll explain myself. I think like if you have like a huge like register of attacks, like just like multiple different attacks, that's super cool. That's a bonus for me. Like that, I'm like, oh, that's a cool hero because he has all of these amazing attacks to choose from.
Well, I mean, that's what a whole bunch of heroes have. I mean, if you have an arsenal, why not use it, right?
Right, but like you picked L. L can't do fire, is what I'm saying.
No, but L has like everything else.
He doesn't have water.
He has mental. He can analyze and basically take you down without you even breathing.
He really does. He really, really does.
All right, is that all we got on Natsu?
I think it's a lot on Natsu.
Actually, I got one more thing to say about Natsu. Well, mainly...
Go ahead.
Mainly it's about his Iron Claw attack. It's basically like, again, Goku's Dragon Fist combined with Captain Falcon's Falcon Punch.
That sounds really epic.
It actually really does, now that I say it out loud. All right, why don't you go ahead with your final?
Okay, I'm very conflicted right now.
It always gets to that when you get to your final pick.
I'm super conflicted. Here's the situation. Like, I really, really want to pick Goku. Like, I really do.
Don't do it.
And
don't pick Goku.
That's probably going to be your pick, I feel like.
It's not going to be Goku, I can promise you.
But I feel like Goku needs to be on the list.
Somewhere.
He has to be, right? You know, he's inspired so many animes. But
you
at
know
the
what?
same time...
It's like, how about this? Say your other character here, I'll say mine, and then we'll make a special 6 spot for Goku for both of us.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay. In that case, I was conflicted between Goku and Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho.
I had a feeling you'd say Yusuke.
Oh, how could you guess? It's only my favorite anime. Yusuke Urameshi is absolutely an amazing character. This guy started out as kind of as a delinquent. In the manga, we see him smoking, and we see him like skipping classes all the time. He gets in fights with just about everything, just about anyone. Like he's the school bully, is what he is, right? And in the first episode, the first scene, we see him do something super selfless. He saves a kid's life by jumping in the way and dies of a car. He jumps in the way of a car and dies. And we're like super confused. Like, why would Yusuke do such a thing? And then the Grim Reaper comes around, and then the adventure begins. And Yu Yu Hakusho is a beautiful, beautiful story. And Yusuke grows so much throughout this entire story. And the whole like squad he gets, Hiei and Kurama and Kuwabara and Genkai. Like, Yusuke really grows, and I really like him because he's like a fighter, and a fighter to the death. And I love him so much because he has like the most heart out of anyone I've ever seen, and he really, really like is fearless. This guy is completely fearless. He's ready to go through any challenge to succeed, and the Dark Tournament arc is like the best representation of that, I find. And he really cares about his friends too. I know that's a typical, like, you know, oh, friendship is the most important thing ever, blah blah blah. It's like overused in anime at this point. Like I kind of get sick
it really
of it.
is. I mean, it's basically like, if we're friends, then you don't have a chance.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, well,
exactly.
shit.
Yeah, but like Yusuke, when he does it, it works for me. It really does.
When he does the friendship trope.
Yeah, because he doesn't like do the whole like, oh, friendship is so important. Like he will defend his friends. Like, actions speak louder than words. Action equals Yusuke is what I'm gonna say right here.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my little 2 cents on Yusuke. What do you think about Yusuke?
From what I've seen on Yusuke, okay, so I can't stress this part enough. I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho. I've only heard you and Yuki talk about it before. But what I have seen from Yusuke is on PlayStation, there's actually a game called J-Stars, and Yusuke is in it as a playable fighter. The way the way he bounces off and the way he actually talks to your teammates if you play in his story, it's actually really refreshing. He actually seems like a really chill character unless things get like, and if things get heated, he just keeps going anyway.
He really like, he's got that like never say die, never give up attitude, which is really cool.
He's like Rock Lee, but with better hair.
He really, yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, well, there's similarities. I mean, they both wear green.
Yeah, they both wear green. They both have black hair.
Yeah.
They both never give up, like, no matter what it costs them. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I'm okay. Lee isn't my 5th pick, but with him, it's just like, even when he got his arm and leg crushed by Gaara, he's still trained to be a better ninja.
Oh yeah, I know. Lisa is in a whole other league.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what everything I had to say about Yusuke. I mean,
I'm pretty sure this would actually like flow better, if you were talking to Yuki about it. If you were talking to Yuki about Yusuke, but that.
Oh no, no need to compare, man. No worries.
No, I know, but that's about all I can throw at him.
No, for sure. I mean, okay. One last thing I want to add: the spirit gun is the coolest attack in all of anime. I don't care if you disagree with me. It is. I'm right. I have a podcast. No, I'm kidding.
You have a podcast? I have a gaming channel.
Okay, two seconds here. Okay, people who think just because they have a podcast or a channel and that their opinion is worth more than like other people, they're stupid. I hate that about people. And when I said that 2 seconds ago, that was sarcasm. That was supposed to be a joke. Okay.
You may not see it, but I'm nodding along with you.
Yeah. But the spirit gun is a very cool attack. I love it so much. It's just spirit gun and it just blasts and it goes on for miles and it's a beautiful attack.
Yeah, and
I've tried doing it so many times, but it never works. And I can't do anime attacks.
Ooh, that could actually be another episode. I'll get back to you on that idea.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So, is that all you got on Yusuke?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me your final-ish pick before Goku.
Okay. So, before I do, I have a question for you. Is it okay?
Hit me.
Is it okay if it's from an anime game that then became an anime?
Sure.
Okay. So, in that case, I'm gonna have to pick Neptune from Hyperdimension Neptunia. So,
all right, describe to me this game in Neptune.
So, okay, so Neptune apparently has actually been out for a while. I just got it on a whim. But from what I've gathered, Neptune is one of the CPUs or rulers of the nations of game industry. That's the actual overall land name is game industry.
Okay.
And she works with Noir, Blonde, and Vert of game industry in order to actually protect their nations for shares. So basically they're Hokages. Think of them as Hokages, if you will. Neptune is the ruler of Planetune, her nation, and as such, it's her job to eliminate monsters, fulfill requests of the citizens, and actually be a better overall hero in order to actually keep her power as a CPU. So,
okay,
but the thing that makes Neptune different is that all the other CPUs are constantly doing this. They're constantly fulfilling requests. They're constantly trying to think of how to make their nation better for the people. They're constantly doing what they're supposed to. Neptune, on the other hand, all she does is play games. Like, if she's not, like, on a serious mission, she'll just be chilling out playing games. But,
oh, wow, okay.
But the reason I picked her is because, I mean, I get the other three, they're looking after the nation as best they can, and that's totally fine. That it makes them better heroes, in my opinion. But with Neptune, she only does the absolute necessary when it's a hero, when she needs to. So the CPUs can actually transform, and that's actually how they fight. They go into their forms called HDD forms, and that's actually how they fight the monsters and do everything they need to and fight big threats, like, say, taking on Orochimaru, for example.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So, for Nep, she only transforms, or she only goes goddess mode when she has to. She doesn't like flaunting it around whenever she pleases. She only does it when she absolutely has to. to me, that makes a hero. Like, it has a character that's totally relatable with Neptune. But when she goes in HDD, which her name is actually Purple Heart, she sacrifices everything for her nation.
Wow. Okay. I feel like out of all the heroes we named here, she's the one who's what's the word I'm looking for here? She's willing to like go to the greatest length, like the most caregiving. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Am I right?
Yeah, when she's caregiving probably, but I cannot stress this enough. When she's Purple Heart, she's all of that. When she's Neptune, she's an entirely different character.
I can't stress this enough. Blackstar. No, I'm kidding. But seriously though, she sounds like a really good villain, and I find it interesting
hero.
that
You just said villain.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Oh, slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue.
It's been 10 episodes, Jaden.
Yeah, right. It only took me 16 episodes to get to here. She sounds like a really cool hero, and I think she's coming from a video game and then becoming the video game becoming an anime. That's really, really interesting, and I feel like I don't know how to put it. I feel like it gives her this like extra dimension that people knew her from the video game before the anime. How do you feel that affects her as a hero, or people's perception of her as a hero?
From someone who actually saw her that way, like I've played the game a pretty long time, and then I actually just bought the anime and just binge watched through it. Actually, right. I did that, but I was watching it before we started the podcast. But
so you're fresh.
Yeah, but when it actually comes to spending time as the character and then seeing them in an anime and actually portrayed very, very well, with everything they actually go through in an anime, it makes you feel so much harder for everybody. Like, so much harder for all the struggles and everything they're going through, because you spent so much time knowing and loving on these characters. So if it's actually done well, it impacts you so hard. It really does.
Wow. Okay. That sounds like a really cool thing.
But there is, okay, so this isn't just about Neptune, but there is one final thing I want to say about the CPUs in general.
Yeah, for sure.
They are very reliant on the faith of their people. So basically, if the people stop having faith in them, they'll stop getting energy and they'll lose their powers and eventually wither and die. But...
Okay, whoa! So
yeah, I just threw that at you.
Whoa! Austin, you're bag of tricks.
Okay, let me explain. If the CPUs lose faith in their or if the CPU citizens lose faith in their goddess or in their CPUs, then the CPUs will gradually stop getting power and stop being able to eventually transform, and eventually the faith will wither and they'll wither away with it. So if their citizens don't have faith in them, they literally will die. So,
oh my god.
So I mean, they're being heroes, but if you look at it a certain way, they're being heroes because they have to be to survive.
That's just crazy.
But it's fucking awesome.
It really is. It is.
Like, I was actually talking with Kyo about it last night, and he's like, I love how they actually have to depend on other people to depend on them. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
It just, to me, it makes everything so much more interesting.
It does throw a huge wrinkle in the whole situation.
Yeah, because other people are like, I don't have faith in you. Like, they'll come up, be the underdog, everything's fine. Here, I don't have faith in you. They disappear.
Wow. That was a great finisher. Wow. Okay, so you probably kept Neptune for last just because of that, right?
Actually, I kept Neptune for last because I didn't know if you would allow her because she's originally from a game.
Oh, no worries, man.
But now that I've actually saved her for last, I'm very happy I saved her for last.
Yeah, me too. All right. Goku. I mean, yeah, he's a hero. Anything else you want to add? Because compared to Neptune, I think he sucks. No, I'm kidding.
It's like, oh, shots have been made.
So many shots have been fired during this podcast. This is the most shots ever fired on a podcast.
Well, yeah, you're doing it with me.
Right? Yeah, I mean, if you want to touch on Goku real quick, I obviously Goku one of his strengths is that he always pushes his limits and always wants to train hard, and he's all about training, becoming stronger, defending his friends and planet Earth and everything. And he's like, what I like about him is that he inspired so many different villains. Like, how many people say like, oh yeah, this main character was influenced by Goku? So many.
There's a lot of characters that people have said that towards. Like, example, Naruto for one. I'm pretty sure Luffy, unless Luffy came out after Dragon Ball.
I'm pretty sure Luffy has some Goku in him,
okay,
regardless of ever before or after.
I mean, every main character of like the big anime series, you could say has something to do with Goku. Like,
definitely.
Like, I mean, Naruto has the never give up and always eating aspect of Goku. Luffy has the black hair and honestly kind of the same childish innocence to him that Goku does, unless he's very pissed off. Let's see, who else? Help me out here.
Oh man, I mean, you named the top ones right here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe I think Goku influenced Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins. I know this is kind of a far stretch. People are like, well, how does that work? Meliodas is very lighthearted like Goku.
Very.
Meliodas has like that leader aspect that Goku has, and I don't know if you the way I watch Dragon Ball Z, I seen Goku as a leader, Goku as a teacher, Goku as a father, as a caretaker. Maybe not as a caretaker, because Piccolo takes care of Gohan. Yeah, that was awkward. But I think the lightheartedness from Meliodas really resonates from Goku.
Yeah. Let's just say that Goku, I mean, okay, if I'm wrong here, I'm wrong, but this is just how I feel. Goku is the grandfather of anime protagonists.
You know what? I'm going to co-sign that.
I mean, if we're wrong, people, we're wrong. So
you're not wrong. You can't be wrong. You're on a podcast talking.
What did Okay, what did you say about 15 minutes ago? People who have a podcast.
Yeah, exactly, right?
All right.
People who have a podcast repeat themselves.
All right. So, is that all we got?
I had a couple of honorable mentions I kind of want to bring up. I have two.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Vash from Trigon.
Oh, you need to talk to Kyo about this one.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we did a whole Trigon podcast.
Oh, okay. You guys already touched on it.
Yeah, we touched on it. Vash the Stampede is obviously a hero. I mean, this character, wanted for oh my god, $2 billion double dollars, I think it was the amount. First episode we see him like running away from like people who like want to just basically have him for the bounty, and he's absolutely well built. What I love the most about Vash is that he doesn't want to like hurt anyone, but he's still a hero, and he's just the way Legato and him, the relationship turns out is great. The fight with knives was a beautiful fight. Vash the Stampede, great hero. See, I didn't say villain this time.
You just did.
Ah! Triggered. All right. Another one I want to bring up is...
hold up. What if I have honorable mentions?
Okay, I thought we were going through mine and through yours, but go ahead, yeah.
All right. One, we've actually talked a little bit about him already, but Rock Lee from Naruto.
Yes. Rock Lee never gives up. Rock Lee has drunken fists. Rock Lee is madly in love with Sakura, and it will never happen. Rock Lee is a great hero. Definitely a great hero. And watch Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals. We did a podcast on that too.
Yes, please. It is so hilariously awesome. It is phenomenal. My God. I love it. I
feel like we needed you to be on that podcast too.
You did. You totally did.
Oh my God, that was totally up your alley too.
Yeah, I would have I probably would have talked more than you in that one.
Yeah. No, Rock Lee's a great character, and I do definitely see him as a hero because he has the passion and the
drive.
Exactly.
The drive of being a hero. Yeah,
yes.
Totally.
Okay, my next honorable mention I think is Saya from Blood Plus. basically how the anime goes is that Saya's blood is the only thing that defeats Chiropterans. Chiropterans are these monsters all over planet Earth, and she's a Chiropteran herself, and she doesn't know she's killing her own kind. What I love the most about Saya is that she really wants, like, when she puts her mind to something, she gets it done, and her character evolves so much over the 51 episodes of Blood Plus. Definitely a great hero.
All right, cool.
Do you have any other?
Yeah, I have one final one. It's another girl.
Do it.
So I have yet to finish this anime, but it's Yoko from Gurren Lagann.
Why Yoko from Gurren Lagann?
Because sometimes the hero doesn't need to save an entire city. Sometimes the hero just needs to save who's around them. Like I said with Mocha. With Yoko, I'm just going to assume you guys know what Gurren Lagann is because I don't exactly know how to get into the lore of it myself. But Yoko always watches after the main two characters and always has them in her scope, always has watching after them with when the monsters or the Gurren or I can't remember what they're actually called, but basically the bad guys, whenever they're around, she's always watching after them and backing them up. So sometimes the hero can be like more so the supporter than the main character.
Okay, I see what you mean. Very well put. Okay, I have one more. I'm just gonna mention it real quick. I think that Yami from Yu-Gi-Oh is a hero. I mean, childhood nostalgia, heart of the cards. You know.
All right, fine. I'm gonna top it off with like one of my nostalgia real quick. I'm just gonna say his name like you just did.
All right, do it.
Tai and Agumon from Digimon.
Oh yes. Ash and Pikachu from Pokemon.
Are we just gonna keep this going?
It's like you want to be the last one to say one, but like no, but for real, no. Digimon was a great show. I watched it as a kid. Actually, I watched it in French.
You watched it? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never did.
No, you probably never will either.
Probably not.
All right. I think that's going to wrap it up for the podcast. That we covered a lot of bases here. This was a really fun podcast. Good job, Caution.
Woo-hoo! Thanks for having me, Jaden.
For sure. Oh, my God. It was a pleasure to have you. Let's do some quick plugs, and then we'll close out the podcast. First of all, I just want to give a huge, humongous shout out to GoProkyo, okay? Go on Twitter, type in the search bar at GoProkyo, hit enter, hit follow, thank me later, okay? Seriously, this guy is available for art commissions, super talented, and he does all the artwork for anime podcasters in the GaianMusic channel. You need some of his drawings in your life. You do. I'm telling you, you can't go another day without the drawings. Seriously, go check out GoProkyo. Very talented artist, and he's amazing.
He wasn't even in this damn episode, but I can back Jaden up. Kyo is one of my closest friends, as is Jaden now. He is an awesome artist. He will basically take any commissions, be it 18 years, be it 18 and older or childish, anything. Give it to him; he'll probably give it to you.
Oh yeah, no, he's great. He's amazing. Caution, plug some stuff. Where can people find you online? What's going on with Dreamcasters, your channel, and everything?
All right, so I'm Caution Ginger. We're on Dreamer Studios, the YouTube channel. Right now, we have our Naruto Bridge series going up, and we do have the final ones written, so we just have to record them and put it together, and then we're gonna post them and give them to you there. I also have my channel, Caution Ginger. I'm currently gonna start doing Let's Plays and everything for you guys, so that's basically what mine's gonna be. But we also have another 2 channels, actually, now that I think about it, called Players, where it's everybody in Dreamer Studios playing games together. Everyone's sitting down, having a good time. So far, we only have 3 episodes of me and Kyo. Oh well. But we also have our Project Dreamcasters channel, which is our music group that Jaden is a part of. He does the mixing and everything for it. And he's also going to be one of the rappers that are going to be in it. And right now, we have one song on there that I personally sang and that Jaden mixed for us.
Yes. So many cool things. I love working with Dreamer Studios. Go subscribe to them. Go subscribe to all those channels. It's worth it. I promise you your life will be better because of it. Subscribe to GaianMusic on YouTube. That is my channel. I post anime covers. I have so many covers in the works, guys. I promise you, I have so many different covers. Not just piano covers. I got some choir covers. I got some full instrumental covers. I'm really working hard on covers. I have some big announcements coming up too. I can't announce them just yet because I need to talk to some people before. But big changes are coming to the channel. Also, you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/GiantMusic. If you enjoy anime podcasters, you can download it for free on iTunes or SoundCloud. Just search up anime podcasters on iTunes. And for SoundCloud, it's soundcloud.com/GiantMusic. And other than that, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this podcast with us and checking it out. We're at 16 episodes, and the podcast has grown so much, and it's just such a fun project to do. And I'm so happy you guys, tune in. It's a pleasure. I love you guys, and I really appreciate every single one of you.
I love you guys too. I don't see you nearly as often as Jaden does, but I love all of you.
Also, check out the JaianMusic Q&A I did with Caution on voice acting. It was really fun to do. Seriously, go check that one out. The JaianMusic Q&A is probably almost over by now, by the time you listen to this. But go check out that episode.
He always has a ton of fun when he's recording with me, guys. It's awesome.
Yes. Especially when we talk about friggin' Blackstar. How could you put Blackstar
All
on
right,
your
guys.
team?
I think we should get out of here before he just
you put
blows
Blackstar
the
on your
temple.
team. That is that's the worst choice ever.
All right.
All right. I was going to say, just real quick, a list of the teams for you guys one last time. I'll say my team, and then you can say your team, Austin.
All right.
My team was Saitama from One Punch Man, Mob from Mump Psycho 100, 9 and 12 Spinks from Terran Resonance, Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia, and Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho. How about you?
And my team was Blackstar and Tsubaki from Soul Eater, Don't Rage. My next up was Mocha from Rosario Vampire. Third was
L.
That's right. It was L from Death Note. Next up was crap.
Natsu.
Natsu was my next one, and wrapping it up for me was Neptune from Hyperdimension Neptunia.
I can't believe Blackstar was your first pick. How could you pick Blackstar as your first? No. I can't. No. Take him off the list. Take off Blackstar off the list.
Hey, I started with
horrible.
I started with Blackstar, but I ended with Neptune.
Okay, but Tsubaki only, no Blackstar.
All right.
Blackstar's not a hero.
My team was Tsubaki, Mocha.
All right. Bye, guys. See you in the next episode.
Later, guys.